je mic nu aan?
Weet ik niet. Is mijn mic nu aan?
Ja, die is nu aan.
Oké.
Engels. You're live.
Okay. So welcome to Rockman Zax.
By the way, get
Oh.
that cursor out of your screen.
Oh. Rip cursor. Okay. Countdown?
3, 2, oh what?
What? Wait. 3, 2, 1, go. So welcome to Rockman Zax, or actually Mega Man Zax, for Nintendo DS. I will be playing the easy mode. Okay, work for me, shoulder button. The easy mode difficulty with Vant, which is one of 2 playable characters. And the reason I chose it, despite it being 10 seconds slower, is his voice clips, especially the jumping one, is a lot less stressful for my mind. So if I have to listen to yeah like 15 times every second, I'll lose my sanity really quick. So this is why I'll be playing as Van, even though he's slower. Oh crap, I missed the 1 cycle. Well, this is a great start. Okay, well that was the first boss. It's only 4 double combos. Normally I would just take the damage and pull in the double shot before he leaves the screen, but whatever. Doesn't matter, it's just a start. It's only 4 seconds or so. So, Mega Man Zax is like 200 years after Mega Man 0. If you haven't played that, well, you're not gonna follow this storyline at all. So, but it's basically, you're living in a whole new world, and you're basically some sort of Power Ranger, and you have this capsule which has X's awareness, and later on Zero's awareness. And like Power Ranger, you'd use it to transform into a Mega Man and to blow stuff up, which is really nice. And oh, there goes sound. Yeah, my sound plug is a really messed up plug-in, so whatever. And this is by far the most fluidly playing Mega Man game in existence. It has all cutscenes are skippable, and it has the fluidity of Mega Man 0, aside from the human form crawling, which takes place about 8 or 10 times in total. Here being 2 of those occasions. Like basically most of the crawling occurs in this 1 tutorial stage, which is the most fun in the entire game. And it basically teaches you the basics of human, like you can't talk to other people in the city, like this one, unless you're human, because it gets scared because you have a weapon and this armor on, and it makes you really unapproachable, which doesn't make sense. I mean, if someone would approach me wearing armor with a big gun, I would chat with them, no problem. But anyways, there's also this special feature that only Zax has, and in ABC areas, enemies won't attack you if you're in human form, if you're not wielding a weapon. So they really want to create the idea of a full world with the whole system and everything. They dumped that immediately for Zax Advent, which I will be playing after this. And yeah, so this is the last crawling you'll be seeing in a long while. I'm playing the European version because the voice acting has been cut from it, but I have my DS set to Japanese language, so I still have the advantage of yeah, the least amount of text without the voice acting clips in between. Like, I think it's really impressive for a DS game to have full voice acting, but we're not here for the story, so it's not really required for this. But if you have the chance, it's like, yeah, it's almost like watching an entire anime. So I really recommend listening to the story at least once. Some of the bosses have some really funny dialogue, and the personalities are really well worked out. Okay, so this is one of the ABC areas, the mountains, which has some really nice backgrounds, especially that boss battle background. I really like it. But it also has a moving layer of clouds, and like, it's just a bee's knees. It's really, this game has some really nice backgrounds, and I've actually taken the time to watch every single one. Like here you have the diagonal highway, which we'll be walking on later. The rays filtering down from the clouds and stuff. But anyways, so this boss has like a specific hitbox, and with the second charger you can actually hit it an extra time, which I'm going to be trying now. Okay, that's one. Now let's hope I make the second shot. Ah crap, I ruined it completely. So basically you can beat this boss in 3 turns by deflecting the pink stuff of the charge buster shot. But if the pink shot hits first, like it did here, yeah, it messes it up. So yeah, rip. Oh, and on easy mode, except for that boss, right now, everything you do, all attacks do like quadruple damage. So basically, everything dies almost instantaneously. Well, the upcoming stages will present me with new forms. Like first I'll get Model X, and after that I'll get 4 new forms, of which I'll be using 3 because PX is absolutely worthless. And they're based on the 4 Guardians, the Shitenno of Mega Man Zero, the big 4, which were X's generals, and they're a ninja, a tank, a harpy, and a mermaid, for lack of better descriptions. And Inti Creates thought that those characters had enough merit on their own, so they gave them a game in which you could control them, which was really rewarding for me since I followed Mega Man Zero from day one. So Mega Man X was really like unexpected, because like after Mega Man 04, Zero dies, and I didn't think I would get another Mega Man game, and then there was X, which like blew Mega Man Zero out of the water. I mean, Zero's tons of fun, but X just has that extra. I mean, it's closer to like Metroid and Demon's Crest for the Super Famicom, which, yeah, it has a more complete world feel than any other Mega Man game. So yeah, that really adds to it. Whereas Zack's Advent has more of a Mega Man 01 feel, where the stages aren't all interconnected and you have like warping a lot, which, yeah, kind of takes, even though in this game I warp around a lot, all the stages are still pretty connected. So, but from a storytelling viewpoint, I can understand why they did it, but it's just a real step back in terms of gameplay or experience for me. Okay, so up next will be the easiest boss in the game. Well, the first 3 bosses are all cookies anyway, but it's really, this is on every difficulty, this is just the biggest pussy around. And it's your boss, and he's been corrupted and blah blah blah, and he has the Model Z, or Model Z. And now he's Model Dead. Whoop. Okay, so that, oh, I forgot to mention that highway. It's a complete rendition of Mega Man X1. Even with the helicopters and everything, you might have seen it while I was passing through. I forgot to mention it, but okay. So first up, we'll be getting Model HX, which is based on Harpuya from Mega Man Zero, and it's even on normal, it's like the most ridiculous overpowered form there is. I mean, it dishes out so much damage that it's I want to say it's not even fun, but it's actually a lot of fun. And it allows you to like all the combined models except for ZX have an overdrive invoke system, which is called OIS or OIS, and it basically allows you to triple damage and elemental damage. So like if you fight against a boss that's reverse element, you'll get like, I think 6 times damage or something. It's really, you can kill bosses in 4 hits basically, and then in normal it's 5 hits. But so the time difference between the normal and the easy world record is 1.5 minutes or something. It's not really a lot, because the overdrive invoke system is so ridiculously overpowered. Okay, I'm gonna focus for a little bit here because I've been talking a lot and I haven't really been paying attention to what I've been doing at all. Luckily my fingers know basically everything, so I don't have to think too much, but it'd be nice to see some quality gameplay instead of me just japping around. So this is area E, and it's a cyber elf it's an energy factory, and it basically converts cyber elves, which are a Mega Man Zero concept, of the Reploid soul, or the soul of people, or Reploids. Okay, I flinched. And it converts its energy. So basically the entire concept of the story is the government's bad. In this case, Serpent. And okay, that went really, really well. Okay, so like on normal that wouldn't work because like the rolling slash, which I was doing inside it, only does 1 bar of damage. So it moves a lot slower. And you see those bars on the background? Normally sparks would fly through them at a much faster rate. But Mega Man X is designed very differently from Mega Man Zero in the sense that easy mode and hard mode are actually quite different from its normal mode counterpart, in the sense that enemies move slower, shoot less, and on hard they move more and shoot more, and like they're more aggressive. It's really much more thought out than Mega Man Zero, where you just have less abilities or something, or more damage. Okay, so that was the first real boss, High Volt, and I just fucked him up bad. That's the best you can do at him, I guess. Okay, and he has a really cool intro cutscene, like he's standing on top of that generator and he's all shadowy and it's a rainbow sprite and whatever. But yeah, because I skipped the cutscene, you don't get to see that. But this is basically how easy mode bosses look. Like it's gone in a second. If everything goes well anyway. So you have to wait a bit before I change into HX, because like when I started running this, I used to change forms all the time because I didn't think, you know, it would cost time. Well, in effect it costs like 3 or 4 seconds every time you transform. So the Mega Man X Dream Team, which, by the way, shout outs to Mega Man X Dream Team, Iki Soat, Sinvogel, Ariel, Alaktorn, and all you other guys. I mean, they've been working at it all the time while I was just slacking off, and really came up with some nice strategies. And they showed an optimized route, the route I'm using now, by the way, which basically permits the least amount of transformations, you know, to waste the least amount of time. But yeah, I would just, you know, my route was so unoptimized. I would do like I'm doing the fireballs now, and normally I would do the other electric type boss and then the other fire type, but it's a lot faster to actually do the water type boss after this. But I was really stubborn. I thought, nah, I'm gonna do my route. Oh, I actually shouldn't have done that, but whatever. But as soon as I noticed that I was doing a lot better with their routes, I was like, oh, okay, I should really change my routing. So I did, and now I have the world record tied with a character that's actually slower, because everybody plays as Ale, but I can't play as Ale because of the voice clips, because she sounds like a freaking harpy. Plus I'm a boy. I want to play as a boy, you know. I want to feel like I'm a Mega Man, so yeah, I need that. Makes it more fun experience for me. Plus, I think Ale is really overrated. Like when I was still part of the Mega Man community on online forums, everybody was hyping Ale, and oh, we get to play as a female character, and I was like, why? What? It's a Mega Man, right? I mean, I know it's 2016 and we're all gender fluid, and anyways, but it's Mega Man, so I want to play as Mega Man, not Mega Woman. Okay, so next up is the Burning Buildings, Area G, which is one of my favorite tracks, composed by Masaki Suzuki, which is my favorite composer of the Mega Man X and Zero series ever since he's been around since 02, and he composed the LP's Battle Team, which I used as a tag for a long time. My username tag was LPSTK31, and I kept the world record for Mega Man 01 for like 5 years. After Flameberg came in and did some real work on the game. And yeah, so, but Masaki Suzuki is like, yeah, he makes the most like rock tracks from the game. So I really like him. Great music. I like the entire NTPA's team and their music, their musical style. It's really, yeah. I have it on my iPhone and everything. So a nice detail here is like you'll hear the crisp burning sounds, and you'll see the smoke on the ceiling, which I think is a nice touch. So this is also, you have to transform into human to talk to these people, like I explained earlier. And here I actually I douse the fires with HX, so I can skip one transformation. Like with Ale you can just damage boost off of the flames, so you don't have to do it like that, but I'm not playing as Ale, so. Oh man. Hey, talk to him. God. Oh yeah, frame perfect runs. So like if you transform at the exact right time, oh rip, you can actually still see the character sprite in color, whereas if you're a little bit late, it'll already look white. So that's a good indication of how fast you've pressed the transformation button. Okay, next boss. It's called Fist Leo. It's a lion that fists you. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, I've messed this up completely, but whatever. Okay, it's still level 3, that's okay. I kind of flinched there. You have to like jump in and just do a triple combo, but I spaced out completely. So I switched to X just to have the fastest confirmed kill I could get. Nope. I'm actually quite a bit nervous because I'm not used to like talking and playing at the same time. I'm really happy my hands remember most of the details anyway, so I don't have to I don't have to think about the stage, like the gameplay, too much. But like normally you just 4-hit that boss and it's doozy. It's not really hard, but it's just I mess it up pretty often. So this is area B again, but entered from the other side. You can't really see it right now, but the top layer of clouds above those mountains is actually moving on its own, which adds a full feeling of realism, which I think is really nice. Oh crap, rip. So like another cool feature that was introduced into Zax is you can slash containers. So like the energy crystals, which would normally act as a currency, they don't really serve a function in a speedrun. But if you slash them, you can get regular energy and weapon energy, which is called live metal energy for your live metals, which are the power transformation metals. Which is actually a really good feature, so you can restock on places where you otherwise couldn't restock. So this is model FX, I just got that off that Fist Lion, and it's based on Fafnir, the Elite 4, and it's one of my favorite models because you can actually customize the buster shots, which I will be doing later. You can actually choose it in whatever pattern you desire. You can have even there's this meme category where you shoot over your yeah, like to your back. I can't explain it other way. So kill this polar bear because, you know, global warming is doing it fast enough. So so what I did there was I stood on a pixel before the ice bear, so I could ice bear, polar bear, so I could yeah, I could just jump up. Okay, that didn't really went as well as I want, but whatever. It's just I actually shift my left hand to the Y button, so I can mash R as fast as possible and mash Y as fast as possible at the same time. Because mashing them both with the same hand is pretty difficult, at least for me. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a detour because I don't have enough weapon energy, which is oh. Okay, this is not so. Okay, because this next boss is actually. I've had a lot of struggles with this one. It's not really difficult. It's just I'm really bad at it for some reason. Oh. And that was really smart too. Okay, so this is Ruara. It's the Abyssroid, and it's basically oh, and it's on. And if you actually destroy like if you hit the head part, which is the weak part, which is actually the staple of Mega Man ZX, or just, well, it's actually unique to this game in the sense that if you hit the weak points, your level goes down from 4 to 1 in the number of hits. And this determines how much weapon energy, or how large your weapon energy bar will be. And it's very crucial to keep to get as much as possible for model FX and HX, because they're the most important. They're the most important tools in the long run. And I completely spaced out here. So next up is Area I, and it has some really nice lightning and rain, and also some really nice music. Rip. Okay, rip this jump. Okay. That went super awesome. So like another feature of Easy is that you don't die on spikes or in pits. You actually get pulled out of pits and you can float around like you would on Mega Man 0 Cyber Elf, or like Beat in Mega Man 7. And I'm actually looking at the bottom screen, which like there's nothing really happening on the bottom screen, but it actually displays like how the map would look like in core programming. Oh, that was really lame. And it's like each biometal has a bottom screen feature, but it's really very basic, so I didn't think it's worthwhile to show on stream. But basically every model has like a feature. This one is item searching, HX has HP display, enemy analyzing, I think it's so Mrs. United. Okay, that was absolute garbage. But whatever. So that was the second HX model. I don't have any energy left for this too. Oh, I do. Okay, that's good. And FX just displays the route your buster will take when you fire it. And PX has the same ratio display of what the core programming would look like, with I think some warning signs where enemies are or something. I don't know. It's not really that special. So the oh, so like you use to transform the power of X0, Harpuya, Fafnir, Phantom, and Leviathan, like the heroes from the Mega Man 0 series, or actually the villains from the Mega Man 0 series, and the heroes from Mega Man X and Mega Man 0, to transform into this like Power Ranger Mega Man forms. That covers it. I hope that covers it. Okay. So here again I switch to like using my other hand in tandem, so I can mash as fast as possible. Okay. So this stage I'm in now is like the flying, the Guardian base from Mega Man 01, but it's flying around. it's the only area that's not interconnected by any point to the other stages, because it's a flying ship, which doesn't have to be connected. I really like this background. It reminds me of Neo Arcadia from Mega Man Zero. Yes. Okay, that's good. Like, if you don't get that last hit, you have to wait like 2 seconds for the invincibility frames to wear off. So I'm really happy I at least got 2 or 3 of those in this run. Oh crap. I'm drawing a blank here. Okay. Sorry for that. I just flinched completely. So up next will be the second flame. Like, there are two bosses of every elemental type, which was introduced in Mega Man Zero. There are like 3 elemental types: ice, fire, electric, and neutral. And there are 2 bosses for each type. And I've already taken out the 2 electric. Oh wait, gotta go there. And now you'll see the second flame boss, the second water boss, and the 2 neutral bosses. Just getting a little bit of extra energy, so I have enough for the upcoming... But shit's gonna be tight since I've messed up Hurricane, the second electric boss. And now, normally I would have like level 7 or level 8. Right now I've got level 6 bar, so that's really... That's not good. Okay. So like, there's this returning boss in the Mega Man series called the Devil, and it was in Mega Man 1. It's called the Yellow Devil, and it splits up in parts. And this is basically another version, but it doesn't get to do anything since it's dead now. And this isn't easy unique. Like, this happens on normal and hard too. You just slash it 2 times, and then it pops out its head, and it's dead. Basically just an enemy. So another cool feature of this stage is like lava is following you around, and I haven't seen that for like a long time in 2D games, not since Wario Land 1, so it was really fun. And on hard, like, the lava follows you around really fast, so if you want to get like all the items and stuff, you have to be really quick. Oh, rip. So every time you see this yellow circle forming around me, that's when I'm activating the overdrive invoke system, which allows me to deal even more damage, so I can one-shot enemies. Okay. Come on. Okay, so that was the boss. The overdrive invoke system basically takes me back to like the old Mega Man days of the classic series, where bosses would just die in 2 or 3 hits. It's actually a lot of fun. Okay, so up next, oh man, I'm a little bit more, I'm a bit more rusty than I thought. I actually got a good time the other day, but I'm really spacing out. Here too, what I really like is like the layers of trees. They really create the illusion of a forest. I think it's a really nice touch. Okay, nice. So one thing I'm not really sure about is killing enemies, like if it costs time or not. Like in Mega Man X4, there's like with Zero you have to actually kill fewer enemies, and it's not a lot of fun because I like killing enemies. But it actually costs like a couple of frames, so I'm not sure if it applies for Zax, but yeah. A little bit low on energy, so it'd be nice if I got some energy, but no. Okay, cool. So there's this neat little trick I discovered recently, and it's if you dash diagonally downward while like dashing like this, you can actually drop down faster than if you would just press B normally. So, oh, rip deze stage, rip gameplay 2016. Okay, so that's the thing now. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm releasing a charge shot to manipulate the boss, so I can one cycle it, which is going hopefully I won't mess up this time. Yep, messed it up completely. Super cool. You know what? Hey, exactly. This is the best part of the game, waiting for 15 hours, so it's actually pretty cooperative this time. This actually can take a lot longer if it spawns fishes the entire time. Okay. So this is a joke of a boss by any means, because it's just floating there. It's not really doing anything at all. So, oh crap. So basically today is the day that everything goes wrong, which is really awesome. Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I did a Super Metroid run the other day, and it went absolutely abysmal. I still got 38 though, but... Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna plug this here. It's I think it's released today. It's a remake for Metroid 2 from the Game Boy, but it's actually remade in a fashion similar to Super Metroid. And Metroid Zero Mission is actually caught in between there, and it's really good. And you just should look for it on Google or something. It's called Another Metroid 2 Remake, or AM2R. If you type that in, you'll find it. And I think the release date was yesterday. It's a really, really nice Metroid game. It's the best. Like, it's almost like Nintendo made it itself. It's that good. So if you like Metroid at all, I really recommend that. But yeah. So like that boss battle is actually supposed to be like 2 turns of using FX and the overdrive invoke. But it's not cooperating today at all, so... Here, fast drop. Another fast drop. Oh. So next up will be the 2 neutral bosses, and my 2 least favorite areas, because I tend to mess them up. Nope. I'm getting a little bit older, so I actually have to look a bit closer at my DS, because I can't really see what's going on at all. I should probably get some glasses or something, but nah. So, like in that part where you saw the leaves, you can actually hear like the birds singing and stuff. There was actually, and on the mountains there's this water running down the sides. It's the attention to detail in this game is ridiculous. Okay, so next up is the amusement park. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I forgot to select a mission. Well, let's okay, I'm really having a good marathon so far. Really focused, really in there. Luckily the transfer is not that far off, so... But this is going to be a 53 by any means, I think. Maybe, yeah, 53. If I'm lucky. I mean, this never happens to me anymore, but now it does, so let's just call it marathon luck. or intended, or RNG manipulation, whatever. Oh man, I should never be allowed to play video games ever again. So this extremely fun piece of backtracking is, yeah, it's really. I haven't done this 1,000 times, so it's okay, you know. See those shapes on the background? Those are shaped like X's, because you're playing a Mega Man with X in it. So, like I was saying, I'm going to the neutral stages now, which has a lot of Met-themed inspirational things, which is nice because Mets are a staple in the Mega Man universe. They appear in every single game, where in Mega Man 0 they only appear as when Cyber Elves were used, but they're like in every game. Like if you watch the if you watched the Mega Man 4 run yesterday, you could see a stage that's entirely Mets. There's just Mets in that game. And there's this giant Met is actually a cameo from Mega Man 4. And that's that. And that tornado actually does like similar damage in a similar fashion to the rolling slash. So lots of damage over time, which makes it an awesome weapon in easy, but also on normal. Okay, that's a first. Yeah, whatever. And something went wrong with the holo screen and the background. It's just falling apart, like my mind. Okay, so next up is Purple, which is basically Spark Mandrill on steroids. No, not on steroids, on crack actually. And that was a boss. It actually goes around and does stuff, but yeah, like I said, easy mode basically allows you to insta-kill everything. Another staple that Integrates has in their games is that every title has 16 stages, or at least up to Zack's Advent. I don't know about Gunvolt. I think Gunvolt has more or less, depending on which way you look at it. But they thought for Mega Man games, like a good standard is 16, which I think Mega Man 4 has. And wait for it. Oh, rip. Ah, what's going on? And Mega Man 3 is actually a unicorn in that sense that it has 18 stages, but when you look at the actual stages, 2 of them are like not even stages at all. They're just 2 screens and a boss battle on the second screen. So, oh yeah, this is the run, guys. This is gonna be world record right here. I'm gonna show this to my mom for reals. Okay, so next up is one of my least favorite areas, because if you get caught in one of the sonar pieces, you can actually not use your weapons if you get triggered by a red one, or like you get your dash gets nuked and you move in the reverse direction of which you're pressing if you get hit by a green sonar. So it's really you want to prevent that at all costs, and it used to happen to me a lot. So look out for that happening today, because today's the day, people. Like, but this game, aside from like me messing it up like a lot right now, it's actually a lot of fun to play, and it's really accessible and easy because it's easy. And yeah, you can just dash through and you can get a good time real fast. And yeah, it's so much more fluid than, like, say, Mega Man X, which is or Mega Man X4, for instance, which was super clunky compared to this. Because like you can, if you land and you press dash at the first possible frame, you can actually chain frame perfect dashes, which allows for some really nice movement. Oh. Like that. And I use an audio cue for it. So like if you hear the thud noise, like with your landing sound, then you're too late. Like if you don't hear it, you've done a frame perfect, I think. Like, well, that was another boss. Second model PX boss, but you won't be seeing that model. I actually used to do a route where I used PX a lot, but it was like 2 minutes slower. But I just thought it was nice for PX to have some use in Mega Man X at all, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. There's no occasion where PX is ever the best option. There is a lot of cases where it is the coolest option, because it has Shadow Dash. If you activate the... Oh, talking now. If you activate the overdrive invoke system and you dash, you're actually invincible. So you dash through things. It doesn't count for really clunky enemies like the electric faces on the highway. Like if they're too solid, you can't pass through them, but you can like pass behind them, I think. Like the regular troopers and the stuff. You can dash through attacks and everything. And you'll be seeing Model P in Zack's Advent for a few pieces, so but it doesn't have the Shadow Dash there, so it's really like the best feature in PX, and they like, Model P doesn't need Shadow Dash, does it? Nah, it doesn't need that. Indie creates really flaky when it comes to game design. Like Zack's has all the cutscenes skippable, but Zack's Advent has like a weird gimmick where you have to be Model A, so you can't be any other form. To skip the cutscene instantly, or otherwise you have to transform and wait for like 2 seconds or something, I don't know, for 1.5. And like in Mega Man 01, none of the and 02, none of the cutscenes are skippable, or only the intro one. In 03, I think all the cutscenes are skippable, and in 04, a huge amount are, but some aren't. I don't know why. I mean, like I said, they're really flaky when it comes to like game design and that part. Like, would people like to replay this game? Nah, they'll just play it one time. We don't need to put in skippable cutscenes. Nobody's ever gonna speedrun this. I mean, what? But whatever, they still make great games despite that. I mean, I've been playing Indie Creates games for the last, I don't know, 14 years? Yeah, 14 years about right. Okay, so here I'm gonna use the start button to select, because I'm on the lower screen. I'm trying to modify my FX Buster, and you'll see the results shortly. Which nice door by the way, this, because it allows for instant kill of this mid boss if it cooperates. And it does. Okay. So like he can dash up into the air and do all kinds of stuff you don't want him to do, and he didn't. So that's nice, I guess. Oh, this is actually my favorite track, I think. Look at those weird purple things, which are definitely not penises, in the background waving around. I mean, what's up with that? Ah, rip. Ultra rip. Ah, Ultra rip plus. That was Model V, the thing you're supposed to be destroying. Oh. And I still got it, even though I forgot to charge at the beginning of the fight. right hand's acting up a bit. Okay. So this is one of the final stages, which would normally be Sigma's Fortress or Wily stages, but this game only has like 3 final stages, and much like in Mega Man Zero, you can actually save in between every stage. So it doesn't have as much as a final gauntlet feel as the classic or X series does. Oh, upward dashes please, thank you. Actually, and this is one of my again a really nice stage. You can actually see the city get bombed in the background. I mean, there are literally thousands, maybe there are thousands of people dying in the background, and it's got a really nice feel to it. They're getting bombed the shit out of them. Obviously I have to stop them, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it while it's happening. So normally I would switch to FX, but I don't feel like doing that today. Wait, I never do that, but I probably should since I'm low on energy for HX, but whatever. Oh, okay. So what I really like about this game is there are no like dull backgrounds. Like every stage has something, you know, that really makes it vibrant, alive. And oh, I hate this part. I always get hit there. Okay, so you know the tentacle mid boss? Let's do it again. And this time with even more HP. I mean, it was so much fun the first time. Oh, okay. Completely botched. Okay, this is still going. Like you can two-turn this boss, or oh, okay. Oh, it literally has 1 HP left, which I can see on my bottom screen. Ultra stall tactics, really nice. So guys, what do you think my final time is gonna be? 52, 54, 53? 1 hour and a million minutes? I don't even know how that makes sense. I've pretty much lost my mind entirely. I think I'm gonna apply for a straight jacket after this, even though I have to play Advent after this. I mean, after that. Okay, so now I have to face Prometheus and Pandora together, and that was a battle. Because Prometheus is flame elemental in that phase. HX does that much more damage to him, and I could have gotten in with another hit, but I didn't want to risk it since everything else has been going kind of AWOL. So up next is the final stage, which is all the best parts of every platformer ever. Auto-scrollers in the form of elevators. Give me some energy. Okay. Right now I need some weapon energy. Not right now, but I need them for the second set of bosses. So the traditional Mega Man boss gauntlet before the final boss is now underway. Okay, yeah, bye. Okay. And I've seen people use model LX, the water model here, but I don't know. It still feels faster for me. since you can one cycle the bosses, even though the rolling slash produces some lag, you don't have to wait for any invincibility frames, which I like. I don't like invincibility frames, which is why I like Mega Man 01 so much, because there, if you do it right, there are no invincibility frames, or very few at least. Give me weapon energy, please. Oh, come on. Really, guys? Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, that went really nice. That's actually one of the better boss battles I've had this second, the round 2 version. So that's pretty nice. Like there's some real good techno going on here. It's not as good as Mega Man X5's final stage techno. I mean that's the craziest shit right there, but still pretty damn good. So that's how it was supposed to go the other time and didn't. But now it did, so basically this is every boss in easy. It's just that. Okay, hopefully I've gotten some extra. I didn't, okay. Well, I've been, on my most recent runs, I've always had HX energy to spare. So I don't think it's gonna be a real problem, but we'll see. Still less annoying than Ale. And still no weapon energy. Okay, RIP weapon energy 2016. Okay, that's what should have happened the first time. But like there's still, it can still be done like in one cycle if he flinches, and he didn't, or I was too slow, or whatever. And the mole boss basically goes the same every single time. I mean, once you get it down, like, unless I've jinxed it now, it will always go the exact same way. Like, it's always this. I used to do like a jump slash and a triple slash, but then I saw other people doing this and I thought, yeah, maybe it's a couple of frames faster, so yeah. But it's a really nice feeling, you know, you just, like that's supposed to be a boss battle and it's like nothing. Like it means nothing to you. I really like that. But come on, at least some weapon energy. Thank you. Yeah. And here are the neutral bosses once again. There's also a really nice split in half graphic, which I think Wire Sponge in Mega Man X2 was the first one to be split in half by a Mega Man character. Bijna tijd ook, hè? Ja, weet ik veel, 2 minuten of zo. Tops, minuut. You gotta be kidding me. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, like so every boss has like 2 graphics, and in Zack's Advent even a third. Like there's the regular if you kill it with the Buster, and a secondary if you split it in half, which you can show which shows its internal machine parts, which I think is a really nice touch. Really adds. So I'm taking damage intentionally there, so I can just skip past. I would do that on normal too. I'm not really good at normal, but I would do that too, so I can just dash over the spikes and not have to think about anything. Oh, rip. So this is the final boss. He killed my mom, I think. I think that was the story. And that's one form. And there's this really amazing cutscene that you won't be seeing, where he transforms into this final form, which looks like the Devil Gundam from Gundam G. So it has 3 phases, and each phase opens up one more phase. Yeah, that's final boss time. Okay, so let's see what the final timer says, because this game is measured in game time, not real time. Yeah, almost. Okay, rip. I'm never touching this game again. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I apologize for all the mess ups.